Hi and welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all having a great day out there. Got some breaking news just in. I want to push out to you all in a timely fashion. Got a lot to put out in this short video, guys, so stay with us. I also want to answer some questions we got in the last video. Now, starting right here, what a fun coincidence that Ripple is waiting for regulatory approval from NYDFS, which we know is the New York State Department of Financial Services, to launch its stablecoin RLUSD. And now, look who is joining Stuart Alderati on the first panel this Tuesday morning, which just so happens to be the superintendent of New York State Department of Financial Services. Now, getting into this. Here earlier today, I put out a video where I talked about the news that Ripple put out at Ripple Swell about how the RLUSD stablecoin would be launched on or available with institutional partners of theirs and exchange partners of theirs. Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso. These are essentially within the ecosystem of Ripple already, so it makes a whole lot of sense for them to do that smooth transition and say, hey, we're going to launch RLUSD on our platforms. However, had some questions on, okay, that's cool, but why aren't the likes of Coinbase and Binance and other tier 1 exchanges saying we're going to launch RLUSD? Well, a lot of that comes back to this right here, guys, waiting for regulatory approval. See, Coinbase, this is how close Coinbase is truly to Ripple. We see that Philip Martin, the chief security officer from Coinbase, one of the top heads there, is actually at Ripple Swell talking on behalf of Coinbase and the entire industry. They are talking at Ripple's event. So that just goes to show you right there, plain and simple, how extremely close Coinbase and Ripple are. Now, Coinbase, due to legality issues that may pose, aren't going to say, hey, we're going to launch their stablecoin, Ripple stablecoin, on their platform just yet until they get this regulatory approval. Now, it's a little bit of a different story when you have exchange partners that are kind of within the ecosystem already. But do I think Coinbase, Binance, and others are going to follow suit? As I do believe RLUSD will be the gold standard for this industry. And I think that USDT and even USDC, they're not going anywhere. I think they'll be around, but they've got a pretty strong competitor coming at them now with RLUSD. So I just wanted to show you guys real quickly, look, Coinbase is going to launch RLUSD in time. When will that be? I don't know. But what I will say, and I do believe, is that I would rather them make their announcement about the launch of RLUSD on their platform during a separate event or just a separate day from the rest of these exchanges, because Coinbase is such a big deal. So many people know about Coinbase. If they do it separately, it could act as a catalyst for XRP. Now, also here today, we saw just in $820 billion Standard Charter, which, remember, this massive bank is directly partnered with Ripple. They're saying that Bitcoin could reach new all-time highs before the US presidential election, which is right around the corner, guys. We're talking about a few weeks away. Now, talking about ETFs real quickly, because we know that Bitwise came out recently and said, look, they're wanting to launch an XRP ETF. We know that they're very close to Ripple. Bitwise recently surpassed $5 billion in assets, and they also, guys, for their Bitcoin ETFs, $2.7 billion they saw contributed to that. Now, that represents a 400% growth from the company this year in 2024. That is a massive, massive amount of growth. Now, we've got a market that's down here today, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up. Well, what we've seen in the past 2 days is Bitcoin ETF volume has surpassed 2.1 billion for 2 consecutive days, guys, helping prop up Bitcoin. So undoubtedly, this volume coming in to Bitcoin is coming largely from these ETFs. So Bitcoin being a much larger in market cap coin, of course, it's going to be a little bit harder to move Bitcoin. When we see XRP, a much smaller market cap at just 30 billion, I believe these ETFs, when we start to see institutional fund flows into these ETFs, it's going to prop up XRP very, very quickly. I know some of you are against ETFs, but what we have to understand is that underlying asset XRP in a XRP ETF will be propped up by this type of fund flows. Now, lastly, guys, I want to put out in a conversation about growing stablecoin market, the growing stablecoin market. What we saw here today was Ivan Wright, who's the CEO of MoonPay, say that 65% of all activity in the crypto market is made up of stable coin usage. That is huge. That stable coin bill is starting to sound like a priority to Patrick McHenry, who we again know that he is the chairman of the U.S. House Committee of Financial Services. And so what we are seeing as far as Ripple getting into the stablecoin market, and they're obviously going to be a dominant player in there, we've got a lot of volume coming our way. These stable coins coming on to the XRPL will 100% benefit XRP, and I couldn't be more excited. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to turn on those notifications. We'll put our Telegram in the comment section below, and we'll see you all in the next one.